Two rescue operations underway in Greece after two separate boats carrying suspected migrants sank off the coast of two islands. More than 80 people are still missing. At least 15 have confirmed to have died. 30 rescued off the island of Kythira, with 80 still missing, and near the island of Lesbos, 15 bodies found after a dinghy carrying around 40 people sank there. Let's get more, should we? And joining us, as you can see, is Adam. Hi, Adam. What more do we know?
Yeah, I think the first thing to say is that these appear to be just two separate incidents. There's no link between them. It's just a pretty grim coincidence that they happened on the same night. I suspect because the weather was difficult, winds going at about 45 miles an hour. Now, this is a familiar route of people, migrants trying to get into Greece, going from Turkey. But this is Kythira. This is the island where the bigger the boat, we think it's a sailing boat, that hit the rocks next to Kythira. And as you can see there, people on board that boat, and you can see dark, inky blackness of night, scrambling towards the rocks and being pulled up on ropes by locals and by some officials. This is a really rudimentary rescue of people who are stranded, as you can see from that man there, wearing the lightest, most flimsiest of clothes, and on board a sailing boat that was carrying around 100 people and ran aground off a place called Diakofti on the east of the island. Now, we are grasping for any kind of reliable numbers. It is thought that about 100 people were on that boat. 30 at the last message we have from officials have been rescued. There are completely unconfirmed reports from other local media that the number of people accounted for is actually significantly higher than that. But at the moment, getting reliable information out of Kythira and out of Lesbos is proving challenging. The other incidents on Lesbos involved a smaller craft, a dinghy that was carrying around 40 people. We are told that 15 bodies have been recovered so far. I think in the background in that image, you can get an idea that the sea was rough, that this was a very, very difficult rescue. As I said, unconnected incidents, but this is a very familiar migrant route for people trying to get from Turkey onto these Greek islands and then get into the European Union. At the moment, the death toll remains very difficult to calculate. 15 dead, we know, in Lesbos, but of course, at the moment, we wait for more reliable figures of how many have been rescued and, of course, how many others have perished.